Hello there. This is Strategic Change by Podcast, and this is Motivational Monday by Jim&Lucy. We do have a lot to share with you. We do have a lot of tools and tricks to help you succeed. But the story for today starts with quotation, and Jim is here to share it with you.
Well, thank you, Lucy. A few days ago, we were on a rather extended vacation, work and vacation. And it was kind of interesting to me as some of the slides you see, regardless of what city you're in, regardless even what country you may be in at the time. And I saw people sitting on the streets, some just sitting there begging for money. Most people, in fact, every one of them were able to do something. And it reminded me of some of the people I've met over the years who have had physical disabilities, if you will, or challenges, and there are people that have mental challenges. None of us are born perfectly, but I've been amazed over the years to see people overcome their what seem to be insurmountable obstacles. So before going to bed last night, I sent out a post or quote that just popped in my mind as a result of recalibrating a little bit about what had happened over the weekend. And the quote goes like this. It's when we accept complete responsibility for where we are, then the magic happens. And I want you to think about for just a moment that it doesn't matter if there's someone else that has wronged you in a relationship or periods in your life, one period, maybe perhaps even countless. It doesn't matter what has happened in our life. It doesn't matter if we're divorced. It doesn't matter if we've had these major breakups and we can't seem to find the right relationship, or we've been up and down in our diets. It doesn't matter what happens. If there maybe someone slighted you and you missed your diploma or a promotion at work because things didn't go well or you trusted the wrong person at the time, none of that really matters except right this moment. Because I like to tell myself when I go back and think about how I've been personally scourged over the years, what really caused me to climb out of those dark moments when I didn't have lights, didn't have electricity, didn't have heating in my apartment, and here I was trying to climb back up to where I once was making a determination that everything that had happened in my life was my responsibility. I didn't see the future or the present for what it was. I had to face it and I had to say, this is how bleak it is. And if I'm going to get out of it, I'm going to have to assume complete responsibility that I didn't see it coming, that I didn't plan well enough. I didn't do the things I could have done to get us out of it. That's what I have to do. And that's what I like to challenge you to do. That right now, it doesn't matter if you're ex, if you're former boss, current boss. It doesn't matter if you have team members, all of them fighting against you, accept complete responsibility for where you are. And that no one can change it but you. You can change it completely. I did it and you can do it. I assure you, you do it. When we go out each day, I have to say this, and I apologize, but when we go out each day, we find it just remarkable how people around us have changed. We go into the gym, we go in at the shopping mall where it once seemed as if everyone had a frown on their face. We make a conscious decision that we're going to be that we're going to be excited. We wave at the people, we smile at them, and it's just remarkable. They're all excited to see us, and they smile back. They're not gloomy. You do the same thing. You change yourself from the inside out and watch how everybody around you magically change.
So taking responsibility is applicable not just to the big decision or to big cornerstone event in your life, but to really small things. Just look, for example, in your personal relationship. When you have a situation when you're fighting or arguing about something, think back. What can you do differently? How can you behave differently? How can you react differently? How can you analyze situation differently to get different outcome? I'm not talking about settling up and agreeing to everything and being abusive relationship or something like that. I'm talking about doing really something that will give you outcome that you want without sacrificing yourself, without sacrificing of who you are and making lesser of yourself, But really, there are many stupid situations when you fight in relationship or when you react to something, some feedback on your business, the way that you shouldn't do. Because it gives nothing good to anybody, to the person you responded to, or to yourself, or to your business. So what can you do different to get better outcome? How can you take responsibility? Responsibility to think before you act. Responsibility to think before you say. Responsibility to do something and base this decision and this action on a strong analysis and the strong system that you have developed for yourself to make yourself, your business succeed. Is that what you want, of course? If the only thing you want just flow in life and follow the crowd to do something, that's what you want, good luck with that. But if you want something more, you can do more. You definitely can. And just think, what else can I do? How different can I react? How different I can analyze situation? If you don't see the decision right now, teach yourself very simple thing. It's very simple trick. Before you say something, before you react to something, online feedback or some comment from your spouse or some comment from your kid. So before you say something back, take 24 hours to think on it. Take that pause and think. Is it you only? Is it situation you're not happy with? Or is it just your impulsive reaction? Is it emotion only? What's the base of this emotion? Is it true that you need to react aggressively or create the opposition for that command? Is it true? So what is the outcome that you want and how to achieve it? Take responsibility for every your action. And that's those tiny steps, those tiny things are actually the pieces, the bricks of your future wall that on the top of which you will get your success.
I couldn't agree more, Lucy. Excuse me. But it just comes down to what we want to do with our life. If we're happy staying where we are, and we want to make some massive progress or some massive changes. There's some place we want to reach, then it's time for us to reach it right now. Only thing is stopping us is the belief that something should be stopping us. It shouldn't. Go on and live this glorious life you have and live the dream.
And be smart. And we are here with you. We are here to help you. Check our latest products and we do have more coming for you very soon. Reach out today. That was Motivational Monday podcast by Jim and Lucy, Strategic Change Guide. Here for you always.